Hello guys, so today we are here to solve the sign of the product of an array. This is an easy problem, but it's an interesting problem. And this problem has been asked in several very good companies. So now let's see what this problem is all about. There is a function, sign function, that returns 1 if x is positive, -1 if x is negative, 0 if x is equal to 0. And we are given an integer array nums. Let the product be the product of all values in the array nums. So product of all the values, we have to find the product of all the values in the array nums. And then we have to apply this sign function on that product. Okay. So if the product is positive, then we are going to return 1. If it is negative, then we are going to return -1. And if it is 0, then we are going to return 0. Now, many of us would think, okay, let's do, calculation of all the, product of each and every element in the array. And then if the product is positive, then we'll have to return 1. If it is negative, then we'll have to return -1. If it is 0, then we have to return 0. That is usual approach, okay? But to a guy who is, a computer science guy, for him to be doing it in this way would be an overkill, okay? So what he would rather do, so I'll show you what he would rather do, okay? So let me start with this thing, okay? So what I'm going to do, int count neg, okay? And then is equal to 0, okay? And then I'll do one for loop on the int a over nums, or let's say int x is the unknown. So for each element of the nums, we are doing this. And then we are doing if x is equal to 0, okay? As soon as we first come across any 0 value, without doing any left and right, we are going to return 0, okay? If x is less than 0, then we are going to increment this count negative, count this variable which we had initialized and declared earlier with the value of 0. So at each occurrence of negative value in the nums array, we'll be incrementing the count neg value. And at the end, what we will do, so see, if count neg is even, then all the negative numbers will cancel it out, their signs will cancel out, and what will be remaining will be a positive value. But if the count neg is count neg is a odd number value, then the product will retain the negative sign, okay? And we need not be bothered about x greater than positive, because positive numbers don't determine, don't change the sign, okay? So you multiply any number of positive numbers, they'll be positive only. But the negative numbers, it is the number of negative numbers determine the sign of the final outcome. So we are doing maintaining a count of this count negative, okay? And now the main thing is there that we need to do if whether the count neg is positive or negative. So count neg and 1, okay? We'll do and 1, okay? After doing this, we'll be checking whether it is equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, then what we'll do that we'll return -1. Else we'll be returning 1, okay? And that's it. So in and around 10 lines of code, we have solved this problem, and now we are going to run this and see what is the outcome. So it's accepting. Let's submit it. So it's beating all 100% of the solutions, and this is a good solution if it's beating each and every solution that have been given for this problem. So this is what I wanted to show you. that, just by little doing here and there, we can come up with the real smart solutions. Thanks a lot. If you have any doubt, please put it in the comments and I'll be happy to answer those doubts. Thanks a lot.